Wake up early, hit the road, oh. Load it up, we're in go mode.
What's good, baby? Hey, it's time to get to work. So listen up. Pay attention, because it's that Friday pickup, Monday drop-off. Y'all ain't got to really pay attention. It ain't that serious. We already loaded, fam. I got here in the FedEx truck, bagged up into the one spot that you could get to, and the gentleman was like, what you got? I showed him what it was, and he's like, oh, let me go find it. He found it, and he came out like, man, FedEx, you're in the way. So he put it on a little dolly thing and brought it out. You probably like a dolly, yeah. It's a cute, it's a real cute Friday pickup, Monday drop off. Matter of fact, it's already loaded. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Just give me a second. Go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, that's it right there. That's all it is. That little cute thing. Now, you know we about to go back to the house, but I gotta give you the mileage on out the way. It's 315 miles from here to Bonham, Texas, where I got to drop off. So you know we finna just slide back to the crib. We gonna chill a little bit. And because it got to be dropped off at 7 in the morning on Monday, we probably just going to slide out Sunday night, you know. Well, I guess early Monday morning. It'd be early because they from the house about like 4.5 hours or something like that. Because I'm on the south side of Houston. So, you know, we on that north. So, yeah, from the house about 4.5 hours or so. So, we just slide out early Monday morning. Don't worry. While I'm going to go home and chill, I'm going to pick you up when it's time to slide off in the morning. So, y'all going back. Relax. Well, I guess I'll relax because for you to be just like that and it'd be time to go in this video. So I'm gonna pick y'all up Monday morning when it's starting to ride out, and we gonna go home, slide up and drop this thing off. But give me some time. I'm finna go home. It's Valentine's Day weekend and Valentine's on Saturday. Anniversary on Sunday. By the time y'all get this, anniversary be over with. So we gonna celebrate. It ain't nothing but love this weekend. You already know what time it is. It's early, baby, but it's still nighttime outside, so that means a little bit of night riding to get this week started, baby. Woo-wee! It's just 1 o'clock. It's a little after 1. It got an appointment time at 7, and it was like, do not be late. I was going to leave it a little later, but can't take a chance with that Dallas traffic, fam. You just can't do it. You know me. I'm always going to be a little bit early, so I'd rather be on the other side waiting than sitting in traffic stressing about if I'm going to make it there on time. So we just going to slide on out. I think I might even pass by Buc-ee's. I don't know, because Buc-ee's starts serving breakfast around like 4 o'clock. So, yeah, let me go ahead and you know what we do best. Lock in so we get the moving, fam. Don't worry. It's nighttime, but you're going to get the ride with your boy. We're gonna slide this thing up in there. Me and old Chip with God's traveling grace. So just ride with your boy. I'll tap back in with you.
I'm a cargo van queen, rolling steady on the road. Got my seatbelt locked and my spirit on go. Every mile I take, I'm covered in grace. God's riding shotgun, keeping me safe. Check the tires, check the brakes. I don't rush, no careless mistakes. Mirrors set, hazards bright. I move smart, I move right. Cause every trip matters, I'm making it home. Faith in my heart while I'm driving alone. Cause some days get heavy, some lows feel long. But I whisper a prayer and I stay strong. Watching blessings come my way when the road gets rough. I don't break, I don't bend, cause I know who I am and who's with me to the end. Yeah, I'm a cargo van queen, cargo van queen. I'm a cargo van queen. Grace on the wheel, faith in between. If you're rolling out there feeling tired and small, just know you're built strong, you can handle it all. Every slow down, setback, every detour you find, it's God redirecting you, protecting your grind. Keep your eyes on purpose, keep your heart on hold. You're never alone on this winding road. I speak life into my journey, I claim peace over my road. Every mile I face with courage, every doubt gets kicked out, covered in favor from above. And everything I do with love. purpose, driving dreams. Driving purpose, driving dreams.
Man, fam, it's a little foggy. I had a little foggy ride up here, but we here, baby, and we just gonna sit here and chill. Wait till they get here. Ain't nothing else to do, so yeah, just sit there. I'm gonna go ahead and chill, and when they get here, we get up out of here and go find something else to get into. But just gonna relax. Give me just a second. Just like that, fam. Finito, real nice and easy. Got that thing up out of here, and I didn't stop at Buc-ee's. We saved them couple of dollars. I know y'all was like, y'all thought because I almost stopped. I'm not gonna lie, I almost stopped. But I was like, hey, y'all started thinking about them numbers from last year. I was like, I ain't that hungry. Not yet. But yeah, that load is finito, fam. Houston to Bunham, Texas. 315 miles. And they paid you, boy? Yep, the $1.26 a mile, the 400. It was a little quick Friday pickup, Monday drop off. I didn't want to get too far out of pocket because, you know, today's a holiday. You never know what's going to be open on holidays. Some business, because I see all the cars out, some places are open. One place we know ain't open is the bank. So when we factor the load, because the bank ain't open, that means it ain't going to hit same day, it's going to hit tomorrow, whatever. It is what it is. That's what happens on holidays. Some warehouses, some places may be open, but you don't know which ones. So there's a slight possibility your boy might have to deadhead home, because Bunham is about 65, 70 miles. Well, I dropped off it in Bunham because I didn't get all the way into the city of Bunham. But it's about 65 to 70 miles back towards Dallas. I'm going to start heading that way. But I took that into account, and that brings up what we're going to talk about real quick. When we factoring in that number, I remember I told you, like, I referred to it, I think, as the reversing it or something like that. But basically, it's when you're trying to negotiate those rates. And remember, sometimes we in these cargo vans, our loads might go to the middle of nowhere. We be no telling where we're going to be at. And you might have to deadhead up out of there. And I had to reverse it because, and remember, I told you we made a bunch of mistakes. We learned some learning curves. I had to figure out how to come up with a number, because when you're negotiating, you can't be sounding iffy. You got to know your numbers, stand on your numbers. So I'm going to tell you how I came up with mine. So normally I tell you all the time, your boy deadhead a tank of gas. There's a reason behind that. We know we want to get that $1 a mile at a minimum. But the whole goal, I don't think I really elaborated on that. So the goal is not just $1 a mile CPM wise. You want to get that RPM $1 a mile. I want to tell the difference between that. We kind of mentioned it, and I need to start focusing on saying that. We want to get the RPM to the rate per mile to $1 a mile. We know the CPM. I might have misspoken in previous video. I don't remember. We had so many videos, but here you get it. And so in order to do that and keep it above that, because the rate RPM comes like after you take out expenses and all that stuff, and one of our expenses is gas. So when I say I'm deadheading the tank of gas, I had to figure out what my numbers were. We talk about gas all the time. I tell you, hey, depending on the terrain, flat, all that, 300 to 400 miles, give or take. So I just had to come up with the number that made sense, so when I'm negotiating, I can always use that number. So I came up with 300. Yes, Chip can go more than 300 miles on a tank of gas. But at the current rate right now, for me to fill up, because I tested this theory, I let Chip get down real low, like the light was on. Not when we was about to run out of gas like we talked about in the live. We're not trying to do that. And so for me, in this area I'm at, Texas, the region, Midwest, all that stuff, I can fill Chip up for roughly about $50. $50 or so fills Chip up. I'm telling you that because remember, I used to say the numbers didn't work. My numbers didn't work, and out in the West Coast, that's why your boy was like, nah, we're not going to get out there. And I'll explain that now. So knowing that 300 miles, $50 for a fill-up, I use the base 300, even though we know Chip can go more than 300. So when you do that 50 divided by 300, that leaves you with 15 cents. That means I need to tack on that every time I get a load instead of $1. If I know I'm going to the middle of nowhere and I have to probably deadhead up out of there, 300 miles, tank of gas, I need to add that extra 15 cents a mile. So just for sheer numbers, since we say $1, I automatically need to add $1.15 to the negotiation table. Now, of course, you want to get that if you negotiate. Remember, I tell you, always go high and then work your way down. Don't start with your bottom end number. So if I got a deadhead to go get something, same rules apply. 15 cents. So if I know, I'll give you an example. I'm in Houston. Say I got to go to Laredo and get a load. But that load to Laredo drops me off in the middle of, I don't know, nowhere, Arkansas. Just stick with me. And I got to get another 300 or so miles to get from there back to a good spot. That means I'm going to negotiate that load. At a minimum, I need $1.30. 15 cents on a mile going because the deadhead a tank of gas. The 15 cents a mile on the end to deadhead to get back to a good spot. That's why I say you need to know your spot markets, and that's why we talk about the circles, the square, the triangle. We talk about all the shapes. So yeah, so if I got a deadhead to go get it, and then I got a deadhead to get away from it, 15 cents on top of 15 cents on top of that dollar, it's $1.30. Now, if I happen to be at a location, like say in Houston, and I'm picking it up in Houston, and I'm going to the same place, middle of nowhere, Arkansas, and I got a deadhead back, I'm gonna add that 15 cents on. That's why when you see your boy run to Laredo, and y'all be like, BG, you love going to Laredo. I negotiate that rate, so when I go to Laredo, if I happen to not find nothing, I already got the tank of gas to come back. Now, granted, you want to get more than just the $1.15, if that makes sense. So remember, you've seen times went to Laredo, was able to negotiate. I might have started at $1.75 or $1.60, depending on the negotiation tactics. I told you, you can tell when you're talking to the individual on the phone how far you can push it before you need to say, hey, this load, let's lock this load in. Let's not sit still and get up out of where we're at. So that's why you see those lows where it be numbers sometimes and you're like, oh, BG, you got it for $1.17, or $1.18, $1.19. That's because even though I'm saying $1.15 a mile, and that's a whole nother tactic. I'm gonna talk about that in a whole nother video. Even though I'm saying $1.15 a mile, if that $1.15 lands on 362, I'm rounding up to 375. It's only certain times where I do that off number where I'm like, hey, can I get it from you for 386? I'll tell y'all that strategy later. That's another negotiation tactic. Right now we're just talking about how to factor in that deadhead and know your number. So I say that to say when you go out to the West Coast for your boy, that $50 is no longer $50. When I was out there to fill up, it was getting into the 90s, $90+ to fill up chip, because I tried it out there, got them till the light came on and filled them up. It was $90-something. That means no matter where I go, if I dropped off in the middle of nowhere, instead of 15 cents, I need to make that 30 cents. 50 plus 50, 100. So it's already rough in the margins out there. That's why I say if you go out there, you're going to end up stuck out there, because think about coming back. If you try to tack on that 30 cents on top of loads that were going 800, 1,000 miles, because the closer loads you can get them, but the further the load is, the brokers try their best to keep close to that $1, $1.10, $1.20 max. You know what I'm saying? It ranges unless it's something hot. So that's why it doesn't work. The numbers for me don't work out there, because it's a lot easier in the Midwest for me to tack on that 15 cents plus instead of 30 cents, if that makes sense. If not, fam, let me know in the comments if it doesn't make sense. And the reason I say that, you need to have a negotiation tactic, because these brokers know when they give you loads and you're going to the middle of nowhere, and you're like, oh yeah, I can do it, I can knock that out for you, but I need this rate. Don't say $1.15, say $1.25, say $1.50, whatever that number is. Just know when you're negotiating, don't go below the $1.15. And your reasoning when you're negotiation, when you're talking to them, you're letting them know like, hey, just because of the delivery location and where it's at and what it's going to take to get up out of there with the deadhead and everything, this is the rate that I need to be at. Now, granted, you got to also remember where you're at in certain locations like Florida. That's why I say about Florida, because I tried this many times in Florida. If it works for y'all, that's great. But to even get the 15 cents added on is already rough, because you got to get them to the dollar first and then get them to the $1.15. It's already rough enough getting them to the dollar. So I'm like, it's too much. I'm not even going down there. That's what happens with Florida, because it's hard getting that 15 cents added on coming out when they're not even at the dollar. So yeah, when you see your boy with those awkward numbers and it's $1.15, $1.30, I'm adding on the money for me to go back. For example, this $1.26. He wanted to be at 300. We got to 350. And I was about to say yes, and then I remembered I didn't. And it was my fault. This was my fault. Because I forgot about the holiday when negotiating, so I didn't start high enough. I was starting with the weekend hold. So, knowing I needed to get back, I didn't get the whole 50. I only got roughly 25, because with the negotiating we did, I had them at 375, and I was like, and I thought about it at the last minute, and I tried to get 425. That wasn't working, so we settled at 400. That's how we got here, because you know your boy. I hit you up on that weekend and got $50. But as you see, I say that jokingly, but when you see me say you got $50, you got $50, you got $25, I stick with those two numbers, because when I'm negotiating, I don't have to think about it. I automatically know the number, so by me rapid firing back and forth with negotiation, that shows you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, you know how to run your business. You're not just some random out here in a van just coming up with numbers off the top of your head. You have a reason for your number. You're able to articulate your reason for the number with your negotiation, and it strengthens your negotiation skills so that you can get the rate that you want. Now, granted, I know it throws some people off because we want more, but again, we're operating off the spot market. Not going down that, y'all already know why your boy do the low board, the spot market. But when it comes to negotiating with contractors, doing direct broker stuff, direct lanes, obviously, you ain't even got to worry about the 15 cents, because we're already going to be negotiating high enough to where you still can take it on, but you're going to already be negotiating off of being the go-to person, I guess you could say. And that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video. And I'll show you how we negotiate those direct numbers versus adding on your deadhead numbers. I hope that makes sense. If you one of those people that got a van similar to old Chip, and are you operating in the Midwest, or you operating where the gas is similar to the Midwest, not the West Coast, then if you say 300 miles and it takes you roughly $50 to fill up, your reverse is 15 cents. The same as mine if you're doing the exact same stuff we're doing over here. So yeah, just remember that. That's how you reverse engineer. That's how you're able to, that's how you know to tack on what you need for the front end if you're deadhead, and the back end. If it's just the back end, 15 cents. If it's just the front end, 15 cents. If you got a deadhead the front and the back of the load, 30 cents automatically off rip. So don't go believe $1.15 or $1.30 depending on your situation. Hope that helps. I'm not finna hold you up. Your boy finna start sliding up down, because I just gassed up. Finna slide back on down towards Dallas. Then picks up. You know your boy. Pew! I'm not sitting there. I will shake for a little bit, but after that, I gotta skedaddle. Ain't no use in just sitting out here, because remember, outside of deadhead, downtime is the next killer in your business. I can go back to the house and get more work done doing other stuff versus just sitting doing nothing. So yeah, I discussed that in the book. Don't worry, you'll read about it later. But either way it go, fam, I hope y'all being safe out there. I know some of y'all dropping off today. I know some of y'all picking up because y'all got the lows already scheduled. Either way it go, stay safe, get your bag, and as always, until the next video, y'all stay blessed.